Whether you are a die-hard fan of Sherlock Holmes or not, there is no denying that humans are inquisitive by nature. Mysteries excite us all, and we're always eager to solve riddles anytime we happen to come across them. This is one of the main reasons why escape games are becoming increasingly popular among people of all ages. They let you put your detective skills to the test while enjoying a one-of-a-kind experience to solve a mystery. But what are the biggest mysteries that no one has been able to solve up to date? From the Bermuda Triangle and dark matter to the Jack the Ripper and many more, there are several things that we have confounded people for hundreds of years. If you're really curious to find out what the biggest unsolved mysteries in the world are, this video is for you. Today we're going to be seeing 7 unsolved mysteries that have never got an explanation to. And try yourself into it and try finding a way out of it. Read on to discover real-life enigmas that put even the most immersive fictional riddles to shame. First off in this list we have the dark matter. The dark matter sounds sinister by its very name, but knowing what it is will leave you even more perplexed. Do you know why? Well, it is because ironically there is a lack of explanation as to what dark matter really is. The Dutch astronomer named Jacobus Kapteyn was first hypothesized by the existence of dark matter in the early 20th century. Although we cannot see dark matter and don't even know what it looks like, for that matter, scientists have confirmed that dark matter exists because of the way it interacts with the matter that we can see. Isn't it interesting? Why not we move on to the second one in the list, which is the Voynich Manuscript. The unsolved riddle of the Voynich Manuscript will put many of us into mystery. One look at this mind-boggling manuscript will keep you thinking for days to solve it. The Voynich Manuscript is a detailed book with over 240 pages written in an unknown writing system. The script is full of illustrations consisting of strange yet colorful drawings, odd objects, and unidentified symbols. Although the book was named after the Polish American bookseller who acquired it in 1912, carbon dating suggests that it is over 600 years old. The Voynich manuscript was probably compiled in the early 15th century during the Italian Renaissance. Wow, isn't that interesting? Why not move on to the next one? The next one, the third one in this list, is Kryptos. Kryptos refers to a strange yet a mysterious looking sculpture that sits outside of the CIA headquarters in Langley, Virginia. This 12 feet high cryptographic puzzle was designed by artist named Jim Sanborn and contains a total of 1,800 characters uniquely arranged to form an encrypted message. Built over 25 years ago, Kryptos seems to come straight out of a Dan Brown novel. Although three of its messages have been solved, but the fourth section at the bottom, comprised about 95 characters, is known as the hardest codes to break in the world. If you think you're a pro at solving riddles, why not try your luck at the mighty Kryptos? Hope you can find it out. Let's move on to the fourth in the list, which is Beale Ciphers. The Beale Ciphers is also known as the Beale Papers. It is a set of 3 ciphertexts that supposedly pinpointed the location of an ancient treasure buried underground. The hoards of hidden gold, silver, and other jewels are estimated to be worth than $43 million in this mysterious treasure. It is said that whoever unravels the location mentioned in Beale Ciphers will be awarded about $12 million in gold polish. Why not try your skills by participating in escape games and who knows, you might be able to solve this riddle one day. But also don't forget if you were able to solve it and crack the location, you'll be rewarded with a $12 million gold. Let's move on to the next one. Phaistos Disc is our fifth in our list. Our list of the world's biggest unsolved mysteries won't be completed without mentioning the Phaistos Disc. This is a disc made from fired clay that dated from back to the Middle or Late Minoan Bronze Age, which is around 2000 BCE. This disc was discovered in 1908 by an Italian archaeologist and is known to contain hieroglyphics that have not been deciphered so far. The sixth and more creepy one in the list is Jack the Ripper. As I mentioned before, Jack the Ripper was a serial killer who terrorized the impoverished areas in London in 1888. It won't be an exaggeration to say this maniac was your worst criminal from mystery riddles come to life. Many people, including both men and women, were caught as possible suspects for Jack the Ripper, but the real killer was never identified. Jack the Ripper perhaps tops the list for the most gruesome yet unsolved mysteries in the course of history, mainly because of the way he or she disposed of the victim's body, by mutilating or ripping them. That's why he's known Jack the Ripper. Why not move on to the seventh one? This is a very mystery one which puts you all into shock when you hear to it. It's our last but not least one, the Malaysian Airlines flight. Many people traveling by plane still get the chills when they hear about MH370 plane. After all, it is amongst the biggest unsolved mysteries of the modern world. MH370 was the flight number of a Malaysian Airlines plane that went missing while on the route from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing on 8th of March 2014. The aircraft was crossing the Indian Ocean when it vanished from the radar without any possible explanation. No turbulence, engine malfunction, or anything, etc. Neither the passengers nor any remnants of the Boeing 777 have been found till date. You might not have explanation for any of these unsolved mysteries, but you feel like you have what it takes to crack codes, find clues, and solve puzzles that most of the other people will have a hard time figuring out. If you can find an answer to these unsolved mysteries, there's a chance of you winning many $1 million